Jonah was a man with a mission, or at least he should have been. One day, God told him, "Go to Nineveh, that big, noisy city, and tell them to stop their wicked ways." But Jonah, he wanted nothing to do with that. Nineveh was trouble, dangerous and full of enemies. So instead of heading to Nineveh, Jonah decided to go in the opposite direction. He boarded a ship bound for Tarshish, a place as far from Nineveh as you could get. For a while, it seemed like he was clear, but then a storm hit. And not just any storm. A storm so fierce, the sailors were certain they were doomed. They threw their cargo overboard to lighten the ship, but nothing worked. "Wake up," they shouted. "Pray to your God. Maybe he'll save us." Jonah knew the storm wasn't random. He confessed, "It's me. I'm running from God. Throw me into the sea, and the storm will stop." As soon as Jonah hit the water, the sea went still. The sailors stared in awe. But Jonah wasn't alone for long. Out of the depths came a giant fish, a creature so enormous it swallowed Jonah whole in one gulp. There Jonah sat, alive but trapped, in the belly of the great fish. For 3 days and 3 nights he prayed. He cried out to God, promising to do what he'd been told if he could just have another chance. And just like that, the fish spat Jonah out onto dry land. Covered in seaweed and fish slime, Jonah got up, wiped himself off, and headed straight for Nineveh. This time, Jonah delivered God's message. "In 40 days, Nineveh will be destroyed if you don't change your ways." To Jonah's surprise, the people actually listened. From the king in his palace to the poorest workers in the streets, everyone repented. They fasted, prayed, and turned from their wickedness. Nineveh was spared. And Jonah, well, he wasn't exactly thrilled about that. But that's a story for another time. As for Ketos, the great fish that carried Jonah, it continued to wander the waters of the Mediterranean, seen by sailors in rare glimpses. Over time, its name became legend, whispered in tales of the mighty creature that ruled the ancient sea. And so ends the story of Jonah and the great fish. A tale of storms, second chances, and a journey Jonah would never forget.